Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to be showing you another brand new product from Ciro. We're going to be installing it on this 15 Road Glide back here. We are fresh back from Daytona. This is going to be our first video that we've actually done since we got back from Daytona. Today, we are going to be installing the Ciro Machete saddlebag LED lights. If you look on Ciro's website, there's a couple of versions of these Machete lights, guys. We have them for the stock bags, which is what we have right back here on this Road Glide. The stock Harley bags actually are just your normal Harley bags. They're just flat on the bottom. They run flat across the top of your exhaust all the way down. And then of course you have the Machete lights that are at an angle. As you can see here in this picture, this is the what they used to call the Harley CBO bags. You used to be able to only get these like tapered bags on the CBO models, and then here in the last couple of years you're pretty much seeing them on all the bikes, the specials, the touring models. A lot of these bikes are coming out stock with these style bags. But today we're going to be installing the set for the original stock Harley bags, and that's what I said, that's what we got back here today on this bike. We actually met up with Ciro while we were down there. We went to their big tent that they had there at the Speedway at Daytona. What a great group of people. We talked to Darren several times throughout the show. If you ever get a chance to stop by their rig, make sure you stop by there. They have all kinds of lifts set up. They were installing parts the whole time we were there. Huge rig with everything that they sell right there out on display. You guys can just walk up, pick it right off the wall, and actually have it installed while you wait. Just to kind of briefly go over what we have inside the box here, like I said, this is the Machete saddlebag LED lights. These are plug and play. I'll tell you a little bit about them here. You can actually see them on the back of the box here installed. So you've got this super bright LED that runs the length of the bag and then also curves around into the back of the bag as well. So this light can be seen from the rear and from the side of the bike. And these lights have a very low profile. So if you guys are worried about cornering and all that, I really highly doubt that if you guys are running stock bags like this, that you're cornering so hard that you're scraping these style bags. We do run into the problem sometimes with our 4.5 inch stretch bags of actually scraping. But with stock bags, you don't generally have that issue. But this design is really low profile, so it's not going to hang way down and you're going to have to worry about scraping them. They are polycarbonate shatterproof lenses, and they are designed, the actual lens in here, it's not just a clear cover, it's actually designed making them brighter, and you'll see that once we get them installed. Now these are made for the 14 and up Harley touring motorcycles, but you can buy the plug kits for the older style motorcycles, for the older style Harley touring bikes, and I'll put the link to those down in the description. So if you have the older than 14, like the 13 down model, make sure that you get that adapter plug that actually makes this plug and play for your bike. So we'll open up the box and actually see what we got. So inside the kit you can see the actual lights themselves. Pretty long wire harness already installed on the back of those. 3M tape covers the entire thing, so we don't have to worry about those ever falling off. You've got your plug and play harness that goes underneath your seat. Very, very easy to install. And of course, as always, full color picture instructions. Guys, everything I've ever received from Ciro has had these type of instructions in them. You really cannot mess this up as long as you follow these directions to the T. Everything will go smooth. You've got a ton of zip ties, and you got a bunch of these little clips, which we've used these in the past. These actually stick to the back of the bags, and you run a zip tie through them. You got two ways that you can run them through there. It actually holds the wires taut up against the side of the bags. And then of course the dielectric grease, which we'll show you that here in just a little bit when we actually get this installed. So the first thing we need to do is get the saddlebags and the seat off. So the very first thing we want to do is get right down here underneath our seat, right above our battery compartment where we have our ECM right here. Right next to the ECM, you're going to have two plugs. They're going to have little Christmas tree prongs on them that clip into the top of the battery compartment cover. The one we want to get to is the black one right here. This is going to be the wire harness. As you can see, it goes down right here and under. This follows along and goes back to the back of the bike. So what we want to do is just pop this one up off of that compartment cover, just like that. And there's a little Christmas tree thing I was talking about. And when you reinstall that, you just pop it right back down in there. You're going to disconnect that right there just by pushing that in. Like I said, this is just a simple plug and play. These are going to be your two wires that go back to your Machete lights, and this is going to be the inline harness right here. It'll only go one way, so just line it up, push it in, listen for the click, pull on it, make sure that it's tight, Do the same thing on the other side. Click, pull on it, make sure it's tight. Then you can just lay it down in there just like that. It can rest right on top of the ECM. The owner of this bike has some other stuff going on here with LED lights and all that stuff. So we just had to kind of push it down out of the way. Your seat's gonna run right across the top of this. If you notice these little things right here on the side, that's what those are for. So it kind of keeps the seat up off the top of this. So it gives you a little bit of a blank area in here that you can mount stuff. You don't have to worry about it hitting any of this wiring stuff. Now you could zip tie this off if you wanted to. We normally just clip them in and push it down flat and let it ride. So now that we have them plugged in, we're just gonna go ahead and test the function, make sure everything works before we actually install everything. We've got one over here and one here. We're gonna go ahead and hit the left blinker. Okay, blink the right side. Now we can hit our left blinker. We've got left blinker. We've got right blinker. We've got hazards. And we have brake. So from here, we can go ahead and disconnect those. We'll just leave our wires just like this. We know this is going to be the left side of the bike, and we know this is going to be the right side of the bike. So we can just leave those set just like that for now. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this free video. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to check out the channel, we got 120 something bagger related videos. There's a ton. Check out the channel and make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. That's what keeps us coming out here into the shop and doing these videos for you. All of our videos are always free all the time. We don't ask for donations. We don't do Patreon. We don't do any secret squirrel Facebook things where you have to pay us money to join and all. Everything is free all the time on this channel. So make sure you check us out. Find us over on Instagram, find us over on Facebook. If you want to get a hold of some bagger swag, that's where you can find it over on Facebook. We do a pre-order about 5 to 6 times a year. Put your order in, you get t-shirts, hoodies, koozies, all that good stuff. But find us over there. But I'm gonna let you guys get back to the video. I just wanted to stop a second and let you guys know that I appreciate the hell out of every one of you guys. Back to it. So we have our Machete light now. We're ready to start the installation actually on the lights. And if you want to just go ahead and pre-fit, kind of get an idea of where you want to go with it. You can see that the bottom of the stock bag is round on the back and on the sides there. So you obviously don't want to pull these out so far that when you're looking this way, you can see red tape. Now, the most important part about this entire install is making sure that this entire area is clean, no dirt, dust, any of that good stuff, but you also want to remove any wax that's on there. This 3M stuff, you want it to stick to the clear coat, not any kind of surface wax or anything like that that you may have on there. With any kind of 3M tape like this, you want to make sure that you do it at a decent temperature as well. Guys, you can't do this when it's super cold. It's just not going to stick very well, and it's not going to cure very well. So there's a couple of different things that you can use to actually make sure that everything's off here. Your waxes and oils and stuff like that. Invisible glass works really, really good. We also have a product called Q2M Prep. This is a pre-prep that we use before we paint stuff, and also if you've just polished something and you want to get the polished residue off of the clear coat before you apply your wax. It's alcohol based, so this will make sure that we've got everything off of here that we want off of here to get this stuff to stick. So we've got it cleaned off, ready to go. And then with any kind of 3M tape, I've seen this in the past and do this on the 3M websites, actually kind of score that red tape and that stuff down there with your thumbnail. It kind of activates that glue in there a little better. So don't let this drop down on there, because pretty much when this stuff's stuck, it's stuck. So you want to make sure, I like to use my fingertips to feel the edge of the curl, so we make sure we don't have it out too far. We're going to go to the back just inside the curve, and we're going to go down the side just inside the curve as well. Lay it down, look at it, and make sure we don't see any of that edge. I'm going to apply pressure to this thing for about 60 seconds. So you can see right here, you've got that LED strip that runs along the back side, and there's a ton of LED lights in there. But instead of seeing like individual LED pods going across there, this style lens, the way they've designed this, it not only intensifies the light, but it breaks up those LEDs and gives you a nice clean red glow all the way around. So we're going to take our first zip tie sticky and we're going to put it right here just like that. So we've got our one on the bottom, and that's going to zip tie there. Then we're going to put one just on the other side right here. We're going to zip tie here. You're gonna come up just to the inside of your saddlebag. You can go right in between here, just like that. So now we've got one that's gonna come up here just like this. You got this big notch out for your shock right here, so we wanna make sure that we follow the contour of that as well. So we wanna put one here, one actually down in the valley, and then one more right up in the front right there. And then we can put our zip ties in. Go ahead and reinstall your bags. Now from here, running this wire is going to be completely up to you. You can actually run this right up over the top of your frame just like this, and then go ahead and plug it in here. If you don't take your saddlebags off all the time, you could actually tuck it under the frame, in between the fender and the frame, and come out right in here. Either way you guys want to do it, take the time, study the bike area right there, and decide what's best for you. For video purposes, we're going to run it right over the top here, and we're going to get this plugged in. This is the part where your dielectric grease is going to come into play. Ciro's been cool enough to add the dielectric grease if you don't have any. It's just an electrical anti-corrosion grease. It's going to do a couple of things, guys. It's going to actually waterproof it. It's going to make it anti-corrosion, of course, and it makes a good solid connection on your electrical plugs. So there's plenty in here. It just takes a little bit. Same thing on this. You want to plug it in. It only goes one way. Listen for the click. Pull on it. Make sure that it's secure. From there, our light should be working. The only thing left to do is do the exact same thing to the other side. So now we want to test the system. I put the camera in the back because it's the best place to actually see both lights at the same time. If you look down at the bottom of the saddlebags, like I said, you can see these from the rear. You can see them from the side, and you can see them just a little bit in front of the bag too. There's a little lens up there as well. So we're gonna hit the brakes first. We're gonna do the right blinker, left blinker, and we're gonna run our hazards. Now that we verified everything is working properly, let's get this thing outside and see what it looks like. So that's it, guys. Pretty simple install. Like I said, all plug and play. It's all waterproof. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Polycarbonate shatterproof lenses, so you don't have to worry about rocks and stuff hitting it or dragging your bags. Well, one quick note I wanted to mention on that, the 4.5 inch stretch saddlebags that are cut out for exhaust, guys, these will not work on those. We did try to test fit them on the Road Glide. We tried test fitting them on the Street Glide before we did this Road Glide here with stock bags. So these are pretty much made just for stock bags. But don't forget, if you've got the the Harley tapered bags, they do have a set of Machete lights for those as well. I'll put the link down in the description to those. Super happy with the outcome, guys. Like I said, very easy. I've already showed it to the customer. He is absolutely pleased with them, loves the way they look on there. So another great product from Ciro. Lots of cool stuff coming from Ciro, guys. Just check out the products and then you'll see his thing that says new products, and you can keep up to date with new stuff that they got coming out. They've got a whole line of gold wing stuff. So maybe you're a gold wing guy, or maybe you know a gold wing guy. Let them know about it. They have a whole series called the Gold Strike Edition. We got to see a lot of that when we were down in Daytona. I've seen it on the website, but to actually get to see it in person on the bikes, it's pretty cool stuff, guys. So don't forget the Gold Strike for the gold wings, and then of course all of the Harley bagger stuff while you're over there. So like I said in the beginning of the video as well, if you ever see the Ciro rig at one of these rallies, take 5-10 minutes to go over there and check out what they have. Check out our Ciro playlist down below. You'll see it on there. You'll see Ciro install videos that we've done. We've done a lot of Ciro products on the Street Glide, on the Road Glide, and now on this Road Glide. We got some other customers' bikes coming in that we're going to be doing some installs on as well. So stay tuned for those, or check out the channel for those. But you can find all of the Ciro products in a single playlist right down below on our YouTube channel. Go to the main page, go down. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon at the end there, and it'll let you know every time we upload a new video. If you have any questions on this one, comment section down below. I check YouTube every day. I'll try to help you the best that I can, or get you steered in the right direction. I'm gonna get out of here and get my butt back to work. And until the next video, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze. Thanks for checking out the YouTube video, guys. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button over here. Over 100 bagger related videos on our YouTube channel. But to get you started, maybe you can check out this one or this one. Just one of them. Not really gonna say anything else. Just click the button, man. It'll just